G'day fellas and welcome to a casted game. Spawning in over on the east side of the map, we've got Beastie QT playing the Chinese for us today, and his opponent who spawns on the opposite side of the map, we've got Vortix going to be playing the English for us today. Now this game is part of a series currently currently part of the Winter Series. The EGC TV Winter Series is what this game is part of. So it's a best of three. If you don't want to know who won in the first game, then I encourage you to cover your ears right now, because this is the second game and Vortix was the victor in the first. So looking forward to seeing what is going to happen in this game, because we've got the Chinese picked and the map is Danube River. Danube River is a map, obviously, you're going to need to be going into water, and two very curious civilizations that we see picked here. So the English, there's not too much to analyze with the English. The English are a very good civilization on this map because you can actually open up with a water start, and if your enemy tries to be aggressive towards you, then it's very easy for you to pull villages because you can see you're so close to the waterline. When you compare this to things like Mongolian Heights, where there's quite a bit of distance to walk, on a map like this, it's very, very easy to cover that distance. But still we don't see Vortix doing that. We actually just see Vortix playing standard, which is very curious because normally on a map like this, if you don't go water, you are going to lose. So we have been seeing civilizations like the Mongols, the Delhi Sultanate, and English gets thrown around into the meta as well because the English are able to hold on to any aggression that comes out just because of the bows that their villagers do. I just realized it's called a crook, whatever weapon that they've got. A crook, apparently that's a thing. I thought it was going to show the bow damage. There you go, 5 bow damage. So they've got, they're basically an archer just with a lot less damage. Actually, it's not even, it's literally the same amount of damage as a normal archer. 5 tiles of range, 5 bow attack, that's wild. That's crazy. Their villagers are literally archers. That's huge. Anyway, let's talk a little bit about what's going on the other side of the map, because we have got ourselves a little bit of a Chinese fast expand coming out here. So an early dock going to be coming out for Beastie. Nice and early for him. Just enough villagers on food just to continue saturating villages, or production rather. Looks like he's got double scout out on the map. This is basically standard now. It just seems to be standard in pretty much every matchup, every map. I remember reading a post on Reddit about this, and where someone said, oh look, I've done the math and I'm pretty sure like we're going to just see double scout as like the basic meta. And everyone in the thread was like dissing on this guy. They're like, oh, you're barely a top 10,000 player. How would you know about this? And look, here we are a couple months later and he was 100% on the money. So, you know, that Reddit guy, that guy on Reddit, I don't know if you watch my videos, but if you do, mate, props to you. Props to you. You know, very well done, very well done. Vortix now going to be clicking up. Council Hall going to be going down. Great position on that Council Hall. Nice and safe at the back here. Obviously doesn't want it towards the front just because it can be potentially exposed to a larger mass of archers or units that come in. But Beastie, nowhere really near aging up at this point in time. Plenty of fishing boats out though. So up to 4 fishing boats out right now. Bit of an interesting route that his villager is taking though. So maybe needs to bring that villager back in. But plenty of sheep found for him so far, so he's looking really good. I'm curious what he's going to be doing with these wolves. Is he just looking to potentially bring these back towards the TC just so that they don't get annoying later in the game? Because that is something that can actually happen. Or maybe, oh, I see, he just wants to move the villager past to put... very, very smart from Beastie. So going to be looking to drop down that outpost. Outpost does get scouted out by Vortix here. So probably realized that Vortix was going to be looking to apply pressure. Vortix going to be heading over towards the outpost, bringing in a scout here to potentially defend this, but he's going to have a bit of trouble here. Vortix is known for doing animation cancelling. You can see him go for it here. I think he's probably going to get this villager before this goes up, so Beastie's going to have to be careful here. First villager of the game probably about to go down. There she goes. And loses her life. But that outpost, about 200 health to go. Another villager going to be coming out. 3 villagers, rather. And a whole bunch of wolves going to be coming out behind as well. Looking like they might have grown very affectionate with the villagers that look to be securing up this position. Now, keep in mind, these villagers are going to be able to gather up the food that is right here on the shoreline. So they're going to be absolutely fine. They can just stay out here. But his alternative is that he just looks to potentially invest in the... what are the little windows called? These ones right here, the hand cannon slits. So I wouldn't be surprised to see that. But I think at this stage in the game, Vortix definitely going to be behind Beastie. It's definitely the onus or the burden is right now on Vortix. He must provide an answer to this because Beastie is very happy with this. He's got 8 fishing boats out. Obviously, he's got his villager production that he's continuing to make. Still hasn't clicked up to the next age yet, but he doesn't mind. And the reason why is just because he's got such a great economy. So he's got 25 villagers out for himself compared to the 20 of his opponent. So doing a great job there. But Scouts looking to try and do a bit more damage. Second villager of the game. Going to be going down once again. Beastie losing another villager. But keep in mind, he's got so many villagers or so many fishing boats out here. He's not too fussed at all. Now we've got that wall coming down in the middle of the map. Vortex going to be spotting this one and realizing, well, now we've got a bit of an issue, because if he was thinking about going for a ram or anything like that, or looking to apply pressure, then it's going to really restrict him. We can see an outpost now coming down and doing a pretty decent job of actually just forcing this villager right here to remain idle, and unfortunately isn't going to be able to make that, but now going to be able to secure up this potentially. So we can see that there's just a single scout here. He's being so cheeky, look at that, and now going to be able to send out that villager, finally put that hole in the wall. But unfortunately, that villager, it's going to be... Oh my gosh, look how fast that wall builds. Oh, never mind. Never mind, he sacrifices the villager. So he's lost 3 villagers in total. But keep in mind, he does have 10 fishing boats out. He's got the outpost already covered for this nice little front here. So Vortex in a bit of a tough spot, I would say. We'll tune in with him and see exactly what he's up to, what type of economic upgrades we've got, because... keep in mind, okay, as mentioned before, the burden right now is on Vortex. If Vortex doesn't make something happen, he will just simply lose the game because he gets outscaled so quickly. And that's the problem if you do not go water. You just are simply outscaled so freaking quickly. And it will mean that, you know, a timing around 9 minutes is going to be a possibility. A possibility. I've sounded New Zealander there. It's a possibility. Fish and chips, 66. No, I'm not New Zealander. I'm Australian. But yeah, there's definitely like a really nice window right here. I wouldn't be surprised if we actually just see a stable thrown down, an Imperial official come out, and then just go absolutely ham on horsemen and just look to clean this up completely. I really wouldn't be surprised to see that, but we'll have to pay attention and see what options he does look to go. Going to be dropping down that palisade gate in the middle of the map here. We'll take a look and see whether we've got any infrastructure coming down at all. It doesn't seem that way. He's going to be just making a junk. I was about to call it a junk. Junk. What's going on with my accent? You know, I got COVID, and there's a whole bunch of symptoms that you get after COVID called long COVID, but I don't think like a changing of the accent's actually possible, or at least not possible, but you know, listed on there. I remember hearing about a case where a person only spoke in a language that, like they didn't speak in their native tongue anymore. They like spoke in French or something like that. But yeah, I don't think that's a symptom for me. But now Beastie going to be coming out, pushing back the longbows of his opponent, at the same time scouting out what he sees. Nothing really spotted just yet. Do we have... I'm curious to see. We don't have the engineering bay down just yet. Sorry, not the engineering bay. You guys know what I'm talking about. I'm talking about the blacksmith. That's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for the blacksmith. I'm looking to see if he's going into ramps. But it doesn't seem that way. It doesn't seem that way. He's dropping down... Oh, a transport ship. He's doing the cheeky little sneaky transport ship. But even then, what does he really gain from it? Because... Oh my god, double stable. Oh my god, double stable. This is going to be destruction. All those longbows going to be getting inside. I think he needs to put that villager inside as well, just so he can drop a tower down on that side. But now going to be heading over, very sneaky beaky like right now. He's channeling his inner counter-terrorist and looking to potentially secure up a sneaky victory. The only issue is that he's going to be coming in. There's absolutely nothing, no one on this side of the base. There's literally nothing. There's nothing at all to gain. He's going to just have line of sight, and he's just going to walk back nice and safely. He's got the double stable out, which is the correct play in this situation as well. He's just going to be... He's so far ahead on economy. He can think about going up to the next stage. He's got the blacksmith down, getting +1. So he's going to have 2 armor, 2 ranged armor, continuing to scout out, probably looking for that blacksmith of his opponent just to see what he's up to. Still hasn't spotted this sneaky little dock up towards the north, and doing a great job of just hiding it outside the range. But now towards the back of the base, we do have those longbows beginning to make their way around, and they're just going to have so much trouble because they're going to come in and they're not going to find anything. They're not going to be able to spot anything. He's got 13 here, which is going to be, you know, it's more than enough to one-shot a villager, but he's not going to be able to find any. There's the first villagers coming in. I'd be surprised if Beastie loses a single villager. All right, well, color me surprised. Is that the saying? I remember there's a saying like, oh my god, that Imperial official almost went down. Jeez Louise, she's lucky she's wearing her underpants today. Actually, it's a dude, isn't it? He's lucky he's wearing his underpants today. Because, yeah, yeah. Let's not talk about that. But villager did go down, so Vortex managing to secure up 1 villager at this point. But really, you got to start asking the question, like, what is there that his opponent can even do at this point because Vortex has got full control of the water. He's got 3 junks out. He's going to be able to shut down on this front as well. Barrick's going to get dropped down here as well. Behind this, it looks like a cleanup's going to happen over on aisle number 6. Beastie going to be coming in. He does have that +2 armor as well. Going to be able to clean this up completely. He's got the water advantage. And really, if you're Vortex, you're going to just be scratching your head and thinking, well, what the hell am I going to do now? Because I've tried my sneaky little attack. And, you know, when I've got such a disadvantage, like you take a look here, 40 villagers versus 34. You might not think that's a big disadvantage, but in the early game it is, and it looks like he's going to just tap out right there. Ladies and gentlemen, that is the second game in the series between Beastie and Vortex, part of the winner series. If you want to see more of this, join the EGC TV Discord. I'll leave a link in the description, and I will catch you guys in the next one.